Hi guys, it's Melissa, and today we have your card of the day. So, recently the card has been quite emotional. There have been lots of ups and downs, and especially with the planetary changes and going into Cancer, it's been a more emotional time. We've been feeling things a little bit more intensely. Every emotion has been getting the better of us. When we feel excited, we feel a bit fearful. Is this excitement going to last? And there's been a little bit of not anxiety, but almost a stressful period where we've been questioning, are things going to be okay? Now, today's card is actually really, really good. It's a very positive card. And the card that's coming up is showing that, this is the right time for you to look at making changes, to look at doing things positively and feeling confident about it. Now, the Knight of Cups and the way that I interpret it is that this is the time for you to look at taking that holiday, making a plan, sitting down, looking at all the things that you've wanted to do, looking at everything that you've thought you wanted to do in the future. And now you are in that future, you are in that point that you had dreamed about, that you'd planned, that you'd wanted. So this card is saying this is the time to stop planning and stop thinking just for a week and start doing. It's about putting motion into your thoughts, putting action behind your plans. So it doesn't mean stop planning for the rest of your life, because if we don't make certain plans, things can go a bit tumbled upside down. So this card is showing your passions that you've been feeling, the passions that you're born karmically with. It's about time to take them and put them out there, nurture yourself. And nurturing yourself, again, does not mean hiding yourself away. It does not mean being afraid to take a chance. Sometimes when we think of nurturing, we confuse it with mollycoddling, where we overprotect ourselves and we cocoon ourselves. Because when we think of being nurtured, we usually think of being nurtured by a mother or a father or someone who cares for us when we're a child. But nurturing is basically growing, and it's awakening, and it's knowing that you are going to achieve what it is you set out to. It could be a simple thing like perhaps coloring up your first picture, but you get that nurturing of being confident, of showing someone what to do and showing them where to go about it. So this card is showing you need to take those steps and you need to go towards it. You need to nurture yourself and you need to throw the passion into the mix. So it is part passion, part nurturing, and part feeling alive. Now, I am going to be drawing a few cards for those of you who might join me online, but I don't want you to lose faith in whatever you've been doing. So, if there have been a few delays in your plans, don't get put off. This card is saying take the bull by the horns, but use your passion, nurture your soul, give it that freedom, and go for it. I am definitely not picking up anything, very disastrous coming up with the next few weeks. So if you're going to be taking that chance, go for it. Now, I did have a few inboxes, and one of them was from Michael. Now, I normally don't do inboxes, but I am going to just reply to these few that I had. And Michael wanted a few cards to help direct him with what he was going through currently. Now, Michael, at the moment, the cards that are coming up shows that you've been feeling like you need to make a sacrifice, that you've been, pushed into a corner, and part of you feels that decisions I have to make now are more for my family and the greater good of my life rather than short-term decisions. So it's been putting a lot of stress upon you. You've been feeling like, I've got to put aside what I think I might want to do, and I've got to put before me what I think is going to be good for my family. Now, I am picking up new beginnings for you. So, Michael, if you are thinking of even looking at a change of environment, a new city, even taking on a new career direction, these cards say it is time for change. And with the card of the week coming up, it shows if you have to look at using your passion, this would be the right time. So if you are on live and online and watching me live, you're free to type in your question and I will draw a couple of cards. All my cards are in front of me here, and I will definitely answer them for you. The other question that I had was from Susan. And well, there you go, Susan. Your question was about love, and you were wondering if you're going to be happy with the person that you've met. Now, this card is showing a new beginning, a new relationship. And the thing is, you cannot go into a new relationship building it from your old relationship, because the old relationship was a different person with different attitude to life, different approach, and a different journey. Now, this card says that you're going to have to allow yourself to fall in love. It says give yourself everything. It's time for you to actually believe and have faith that it is going to work. Before you go into relationship, Susan, you usually end up feeling a little bit on like things may not work out for you. So part of you goes in switched off, believing the worst. And this card is saying person that you've met is good for you. Now, the next question is from Ritesh, who wants to know about family and finances. Now, Ritesh, at the moment, your finances look like you've been really hardworking. The cards are showing you've gone through quite a lot. You've been very hardworking. Your life hasn't been very easy on that level. You've been trying so hard to put things into place, and it feels like you're going in a circle because every time you try to get things going, something else just comes up and you feel like starting from square one again. Now, the card Ritesh is showing that if you are thinking in the long term of doing something entrepreneur based or looking at investment or something of that sort, go for it. It looks really, really positive, quite a good card, but it also shows that you're passionate. And what's happened is you've been feeling mentally drained, and a part of you just feels like you're hitting a brick wall with certain things. But these cards are showing new beginnings, and whatever you've been doing, you definitely are going to benefit from it. It shows also around about April next year, your finances would feel like they are on a better track. So just hang on, be a bit patient. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean sit back and do nothing. It means keep going, trying to fit things your into your jigsaw of your life. And a jigsaw can be boring or it can be exciting. It depends on the picture you pick. So with yourself, I would say, look at all the excitement. There's a passion in you, Ritesh, and I feel for a while you've allowed that passion to slip because you've been feeling like you've been trying and trying and trying and getting back to square one. Praneshni, about your love life. Now, the cards are showing new beginnings, some good things coming your way, but it shows that this is going to feel like a bit of an unstable time for you. Now, it doesn't show an unstable time permanently, it does show new beginnings for you. The cards are saying trust your intuition. We all born with intuition. We all born with the ability to dance, sing, cook, bake. Some of us do it excellently, and some of us can be right down pathetic with it. Me and baking don't go very well. So, we all have different talents, but we have them. You've got intuition, and it is so good for you to use it right now when it comes to your love life. So, Praneshni, this would be the right time for you to trust your instincts, go for it. And also, it is showing that this is going to be a very, very good time to make peace with your past. If there are any other questions on here, I will answer them. And then I will be doing a live on my Facebook shortly. Have a fabulous week. Hi, Valentina. Welcome to my reading space. If you'd like to ask me a question, please go ahead. Okay, so I am now going to be answering the last two questions. And Valentina, the cards that are coming up for you is showing that there is meant to be someone that you've met before. And it is also showing that there's going to be some good news for you. You are meant to have this family, this house, the security of knowing I'm in love, I'm being loved, and I have love to give. But the only thing that I'm picking up for you is that there is some sort of haven't made peace with the past. So all the cards that are coming up is showing that sometimes we hold on to emotional issues because we don't know how to let go of it. Your cards are showing that there is meant to be someone that you've met before, but not been in a relationship with. So if you are thinking of starting over again love wise, it looks very, very positive. But your cards are not showing that you meant to be alone. There are some people who don't mind it, but your cards are showing you're meant to be loved. You've got so much of love to give. There's a lot of emotional obstacles that you've got to find a way to let go of. And this is the time for love to flow, but you've got to first go through a healing process. That's all from me, guys. Have a fabulous rest of the week and speak to you soon.